like this, don't come in a box score. Keenan with the Kel, just give me the rock more. Weather off the glass, nothing but the net. I'ma get you set, pick and roll, we can go with the whole four. Dick Vitale, look a diaper dandy. NCAA with the great handy.
All right, welcome to another episode of the Courtside Conference Podcast. I'm your host, Sam Scott. With me today is my boy Bryson. What's good, bro?
What's going on, man?
Shoot, not much. Just watching the game, you know.
I'm disappointed,
right? She got no Harden post stuff in your baby, man. I think those down, dog.
Yeah. I'm gonna tear him down. I'm gonna tear him down soon, bro.
There, no. Sorry, we fresh off the Clippers and Suns.
Yes,
so,
sir.
your opinion, where the series going to after this? We 2-0.
This a different situation. Like the Clippers was down 2-0 in round one. They was down 2-0 in round two. I know a lot of people gonna be like, well, they used to being down 2-0. But one, you don't got Kawhi. Two, Phoenix did beat you twice without Chris Paul. So now they get potentially Chris Paul back in game three. So I'm like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And this is their first matchup with a team that actually got like more than one person that's, built like that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I would say this. Utah, I believe, would have beat them if Utah had Mike Conley from the beginning of the series. Mike Conley did come back into the elimination game, and he wasn't even 100%.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't supposed to play. He probably wouldn't have been playing but probably in the conference finals if they had made it that far. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. But
you think Conley was that big of a difference maker?
I think so, bro, because he's another facilitator, bro. Like when Jordan Clarkson would start off every game, 19 points in the first half, 22 points in the first half, and then go 0 points in the second half. Bogdanovic, 0 points in the second half. Like I feel like Michael Conley would be able to stabilize that a little bit and just keep guys involved while also pitching in. Hey, 8 to 12 points ain't gonna hurt you. You can always use 8 to 12 points, 4 to 6 assists. And that'll help Donovan Mitchell come off ball more. They really got like hampered by the Clippers zone. You know what I'm saying? Like when they started running that zone at them, they just fell in love with the jump shot, and then them threes stopped falling. You need a point guard in that situation, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
Plus the Clippers that have Serge Ibaka, so
true. Well, the Jazz had a lot of looks though, but I said they think without Conley is that they gotta play that way where they keep hunting the threes. Like you said, they ain't had nobody to actually run anything else, especially since they after the first two they put a lot of emphasis on trapping Mitchell and keeping the ball out his hands a lot.
That's what happened to the Rockets when they played the Warriors in 2018 without Chris Paul to like stabilize the offense. They went back to 2017 shooting threes. Chris Paul was getting in the mid-range, getting to the free throw line, facilitating, getting Capella easy looks. Plus what he did on the defensive side of the ball, that goes, you can't measure that. So, so you settle. You do things that you normally wouldn't do.
So say Chris Paul comes back game 3. Do they take one to LA?
I think they take.
Your opinion?
I think that the way that the Clippers lost, and Tyronn Lue the coach, so it's very different. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's different. But I think it's hard to come back from this loss right here because they had game 1 sold up. Paul George is a mental midget. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he was performing in the fourth quarter. Like, he was actually performing. People was like, oh, PG Hooper, he one of them ones, et cetera, et cetera. Only for him to go to the line. The easiest looks you're going to get all night. And he missed 2 in a row. He could have made 1, and they could have been playing overtime right now. He missed 2.
After hitting 2 back-to-back.
He can't blame the bubble this year. Last year, he blamed the bubble for being a mental midget. Oh, I was depressed. We was in our rooms all day. Like, last year, he blamed the bubble. This year, what's your excuse, bro? You allowed to be out in the streets. You allowed to travel. You allowed to get on planes. Like, you're not in Orlando no more, my G. What's good? What we doing,
You said, what did he say? He bring you back his Pacers days, too, so you got to get it up.
It's just a bad performance. But, he does it so much, it's like people banging on him. But, I mean, shit, he brings it on himself. And Devin Booker, like, again, game 2, we talking about do the Suns take 1 or 2 on the road, right? Devin Booker, when the next time he gonna play this terrible? 5 fouls, 5 turnovers. What was 4 for 15?
You can't lose the Cameron Payne game, B.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I like that young boy in the Clippers too. What's his name? Terrence Mann.
Yeah, he nice.
That kid been hooping.
Bro, Paul George got outperformed by Cameron Payne. I'm looking at the stat line. Cameron Payne had 29, 9, 2 steals. PG had 26, 6 and 6, 0 steals. PG known for being a defender.
Listen, Cameron Payne was almost on his way out the league just like last year.
Bro, Cameron Payne's redemption story is going to get like 3 30 for 30s, and it's going to be in like a part 1, part 2, part 3. Like, this man, I promise you, bro, when he was on OKC roster in 2017, he was dancing Russell Westbrook. I was like, this dude is the worst fucking player in the league. He, like, honestly, I was to the point where I was like, bro, this is the worst player I've ever seen. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, bro. Like, I'm not doing this for the camera. I was like, this dude's the worst player I've ever seen. He's only known for, like, dancing with Russell Westbrook. That's literally his MO. I don't know what Phoenix did to him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they holding his family ransom or something, and they trying to, you know what I'm saying? They saying play better or else. But, man, 29 points, career high, regular season or playoffs.
29, 12 or 24.
50% from the field, bro. Yanking threes, bro. Yanking threes.
Hitting a bit buckets in crunch time, too, except for that last shot he missed, bro.
Man, I don't know what it is with Cameron Payne, what got it to that man, but obviously he hooping.
So let's talk about Chris Paul for a second.
Okay.
Is Chris Paul's impact on the Suns overstated or underrated?
I think it's a little bit of both. Like, people acting like he taught them how to dribble. He taught them how to walk. He taught them how to talk. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of people be like, well, look at last year when they didn't make the playoffs or whatever. But, like, Phoenix was coming regardless. They went 8-0 in the bubble. DeAndre Ayton got suspended 25 games last year. So I think that it's unfair to mention Chris Paul's impact and mention last season and not tell the whole story. Like, I think people not telling the whole story, and that's just dishonest. So his influence is like, you cannot ignore his influence on that team. Obviously, he's a great fucking point guard, one of the best to ever do it. And when you add him to a team that's built like that, they're going to get better. But to sit here and put all the onus on him and just act like he the one that just created all of this, that's disrespecting Monty Williams and that coaching staff. That's disrespecting Devin Booker. That's disrespecting DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton, the number 1 overall pick in 2018. Didn't somebody say 2018 got potential to be the best draft of all time? Didn't somebody say that recently? I forgot who that was. But somebody said that. DeAndre Ayton was the number 1 overall pick in that draft. And people acting like Chris Paul just, oh my God. Like, that's my thing. And then people be like, you a hater. I'm like, I'm not a hater. I'm just like, bro, like, y'all going overboard with it, you know?
Yeah. I said earlier, this is the only team Chris Paul has ever had, except for the Houston teams, that can function this well with him off the floor.
For sure. Absolutely.
Because when he got hurt during the Lakers series, that game when they was like, the Suns don't know what they're doing now, they need the table setter. And then after like maybe 3 minutes or like 3-4 minutes of runs, they came out for like the second half, just running their sets like any other time.
I mean, this is a good team.
It is.
It's a good team, bro. It's nothing more, nothing less. Devin Booker is an elite player. DeAndre Ayton is an elite big. They got Cameron Johnson. They got Mikal Bridges, who 3-and-D dudes. They got Cameron Payne playing out of his mind, playing unbelievable basketball. You know what I'm saying? If the Rockets would have had a guard like Cameron Payne when Chris Paul got hurt, they would have beat the Warriors. They would have beat the Warriors. Even if Chris Paul got hurt, they would have beat the Warriors. A guy that can give you 29 and 9 off the bench, you can insert him to the starting lineup. We ain't had nobody like that.
Come in, point everybody out where to be, run the same plays as usual. Just Cam Payne is running the plays. Him and Booker.
Yep.
And I'm most impressed with Aiden out of out of everybody because he's a 7 footer and he actually played like he's 7 feet.
DeAndre
Like
Ayton.
every play he go up court, he set a screen and then he straight to the paint.
Yeah.
And he either sealing his man under basket, maybe popping off like a 12, 15-foot jump shot, or just straight rolling to the hoop. And
But
if the ball come off, he right there to get the boards.
DeAndre Ayton has kind of like accepted his role.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's one thing that Monty Williams not really getting credit for because his rookie year, I think DeAndre Ayton averaged like 18 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the numbers off the top of my head, but there's some similar. I know he averaged like 18 points. And he was like getting the ball. He was ISO over the right shoulder fade away, over the left shoulder fade away, mid-range shot. I was like, damn, I could see why he kind of went number one now. You know what I'm saying? And then the second year, of course, he got suspended. And then this year, his points per game is down like 4 or 5 points. You know what I'm saying? His rebounds is down. He's more like playing like a Clint Capella, but he's like a supremely more skilled Clint Capella. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's kind of hard for young guys to accept that role early on in their career when they're trying to make a name for themselves. But credit to Ayton, he's doing it because it's winning games. They're on a 9-game win streak right now.
It's hard to preach some young dudes to change the game they've probably been playing for like the last 6, 7 years of their life.
Absolutely, bro. That's very difficult, bro. He played in Arizona. He was the best player. Came off Phoenix. Him and Devin Booker were sharing. Now, year 3, you win.
As long as you keep winning, that's all it goes.
Yeah. Well, man, that was a great game, though, man. Like, I just Paul George, Ty Lue trying his damnedest. He is trying his damnedest, bro. And Paul George he's Paul Georgian right now, bro.
He tried. Ty Lue gonna find a hole in that defense somewhere, maybe.
Ty Lue a great coach, bro. I gotta respect Ty Lue, bro. He a great coach. He a great coach.
I used to slander him. He was on the Cavs, and it's like give LeBron all the credit, but can't do that now.
Yeah. Nah, you see, bro. You see, like when he was down to the Warriors 3-1, he was coaching.
He was.
He was coaching, bro.
And Ty Lue is like an offensive genius as a coach, to the point where he gonna find like the one hole in your defense and just exploit it.
Hey, yo, why is that, bro?
After.
Why is that?
Why is what?
Why is it players that was like role players their whole career are elite coaches, but guys that are elite players their whole career are garbage coaches? I'm trying to understand.
I think because the elite players, they get off by just being like more talented than everybody and already got like a head start over all their peers, opposed to the role players who really got to learn the game at the NBA level, like every stop they go to.
Yeah. Because Ty Lue, man, he ain't nowhere near Allen Iverson. He could coach circles around Allen Iverson.
Exactly. It's Iverson knew he was going to be Iverson everywhere. Ty Lue might have played with like 5, 6 teams, but had to learn what would get him on the floor everywhere he went.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good point. That's a good point.
So when you got to do that, you kind of just look at the game like a different way than everybody else.
Yeah, for sure.
So, well, let's pivot to the East for a second, though. Let's talk about the second round. Which team you want to start with?
So let's start with both of them. It's only 2 teams left. So
Bucks and Hawks. Early prediction. I'm going Bucks
man.
and
I'm gonna say Bucks and 7, bro. 7.
I'm gonna give them 6.
I'm not underestimating this Hawks team anymore. I thought Philly would beat them in 5, maybe 6. I thought that shit was going 6 max. That shit went 7. Philly won at Philly. Atlanta won at Philly. You know what I'm saying? At Wells Fargo Center or Arena, wherever. You know what I'm saying? They won there. Kevon dropped 28 points on Seth Curry. You know what I'm saying? Then Lula Gallinari, 6'10", dropped 20 points on George Hill, like cooking. Trae Young go 5 for 23. Like, I think a lot of people are not paying attention to the Hawks roster. I feel like they're so young of a team, and they got a new coach and they got a brand new superstar. So we kind of like, oh, when is that youth and that inexperience going to show up? But Clint Capella got experience. Gallinari got experience. Lou Williams got experience, even though he's terrible in the postseason. He got experience.
He won him a game.
Huh?
So he won one of those road games, though. I mean,
yeah, he did one off. Like, I think that was game 5 or game 5. He went off. He had 13 points in the third. I was shocked. I was shocked, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I was shocked. But where is? I'm gonna ask you a question. Where is Atlanta's weakness?
Their weakness is probably having no like other real facilitator other than Trae Young, I think.
But okay, how can you exploit that?
You just gotta win the minutes.
Take that away.
Either hope he gets the foul hole, you just gotta win the minutes. You're not on the floor pretty much.
Because Sixers threw Ben Simmons and Matisse Thybulle at him. I ain't saying that the Bucks don't got defenders. Drew Holiday is an all-NBA defender. Chris Middleton can play defense. However, are they Ben Simmons and Matisse Thybulle? Drew Holiday might be in that conversation. But, are they?
No.
So.
But, let's see. I don't know. It's weird. I think I try to. What Philly didn't do was take advantage of Trae defensively. Just Simmons is just so passive for some reason. And Thybulle is zero offensively. They just didn't really exploit his weakness on that end. Just like Trae is only 5'11", and when you got a 6'10" point guard, you're supposed to at least, run some sets and try to post them up, tell Simmons to drive in on him, take advantage. He just wasn't doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I think for better or worse, Drew was going to attack Trae a lot more. And I say for better or worse, because Drew can get in the habit of just taking some like really poor shots sometimes.
You said Drew was taking some poor shots?
Yeah, Drew has a bad habit of like.
Was that game 7 or game 6? This man was like 1 for 9 from 3 and was like taking sidestep between the leg threes, fading.
It was game 7.
I was like, bro, what are you doing? I was like, bro, go to the rim. I was like, bro, just go to the rim and just hit the rim. Giannis going to release, or Brook Lopez going to get a hand on it. Like, he was taking sidestep James Harden type threes, bro. Like, what is this man doing?
Exactly. Drew was trying to sell that whole game 7.
You said he was trying to sell. Bro, that was who was
3
selling
minutes
like that?
he finally got it together.
Joe Harris was selling.
Harris.
If Drew Holiday was selling, goddamn it, Joe Harris was selling, had everything. Everything must go. That boy had a liquidation sale, boy. I'm telling you, dog.
Joe Harris had a vacation plan that he was not gonna let nobody interfere with. Him and the wife, he booked that stay at that resort, and he was going. Drew Holiday.
He said he had a vacation. He was not gonna let nobody ruin it.
Drew and the family had to cancel his and had to tell the wife to go without him. But Joe made sure he was going.
So Joe Harris had places to be and people to see. You know what I'm saying?
Joe Harris said Cancun waits for no one.
Dog, I'm telling you, man chilling right now. Mentally free. He better not commit to Team USA. I'll beat his ass. I'll beat his ass. He better not commit to that shit.
Oh, man. But no,
bro.
By going forward, the thing with the Bucks I like the most is that like the last couple of games, Giannis has finally just like calmed down when things get kind of rough. Like sometimes, like the first like half of the series, whenever the Nets went on a run, Giannis would start doing stupid stuff like taking jumpers, rushing possessions. But the last 2 games, he finally just like let it come to him all game long. Especially on that last possession of game 7, where he just went, instead of doing all that extra, he just like calmly just went straight to the post. Like, it was an ugly post up, but I mean, it worked. So
that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Aesthetics don't matter. Put the ball in the bucket. Exactly. I'm gonna say this, bro. I don't know what it was. I think that Giannis was trying to match KD jump shot wise. And I don't know why he was trying to do that shit, bro. Because you are not KD. You're not gonna be able to shoot as pure and as technically sound as Kevin Durant, bro. So like, I don't understand why he was taking. So every time he would have took a jump shot, I would have called a timeout if I was Mike Budenholzer. Bro, what are you doing? Every time I seen him even yanking, time. Like every time I seen him gather, you know what I'm saying? Like the only time you take a jump shot is if it's 1 second left on the clock and you at the 3-point line and you got the ball in your hand. Then you shoot it. But I don't want you shooting it. You letting them off the hook every single time. You letting Blake Griffin off the hook. You letting KD off the hook. You letting Harden off the hook. Every single time you take a jump shot outside the paint, you letting them guys off the hook. But it's just hard for me to watch what Atlanta had did in round 1. Are we putting any stock in round 1, first of all?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So watching what Atlanta did in round 1 to the Knicks, watching what Atlanta did in round 2 to the Sixers, the number 1 seed, the Sixers, and then seeing what they did, seeing what they do, what they doing, you know, now going to the series, the confidence that they playing with, the cohesiveness that they playing with, showing in the playoffs, on the road, in the game 7, win and go home, this for everything, that they don't need Trae Young to have a magnificent game. He can go 5 for 23 and they can still win. That's big.
But they're a lot more disciplined than people give them credit for, too. Like, whether the lead was big, small, they played that game, especially that game 7. They was just calmly matching Philly, like, bucket for bucket. And just finally pulled away the last, like, 2 minutes.
Yeah. Tobias was selling, too. Tobias got off slammed to free. He was selling. I'm talking about sell.
Simmons took all the heat.
Ben Simmons, he can't go back to Philly, bro. He can't go back to Philly. They gonna poison his food. If he go to a hotel, they gonna dirty up the sheets. That man cannot go back to Philly, bro. I seen the video. They was like after the game, Philly fans was just fed up. Nobody else was catching heat. Nobody. Doc Rivers caught. I think one person said something about Doc Rivers. Ben Simmons was the topic of discussion that game.
Ben gotta go hide out in the Kardashian cellar on Cali till he got to get out.
He got to get out of Philly, out of Pennsylvania, quick. I'm sure he already back home. He ain't worried.
He ain't worried. That man don't care.
Yeah.
But Simmons is disappointing because 3 years ago you would have told me who is up next out of all the young dudes. I would have pointed to him. I would take him over like Giannis and everybody else. Yeah. And that take age so poorly, like 2 years later.
Bro, in 2018,
like
in 2018, when they beat Miami in the first round, and he was a rookie, that was his first full year. I said to my homeboy, I remember calling him, I was like, bro, Ben Simmons is going to be a top 10 player in the league, bro. I was like, bro, Ben Simmons is going to be a top 10 player in the league. My homeboy was like, bro, you tripping, bro, blah, 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 blah. I ain't going to lie, my homeboy, he always been down on Simmons. He never really trusted him, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, bro, you tripping. They not going to get past who they played in the second round, Boston. He was like, they not going to get past Boston. I was like, bro, you tripping. Boston not healthy. The Sixers got Embiid and Simmons. And Boston sent them boys home in 5. And I was like, oh, okay. So my homeboy, I was like, oh, okay. So Boston, like, they bout that. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of, you know, and what disappointed me that year was I saw Milwaukee take Boston to 7. But then I'm like, okay, well, Philly better than Boston. They healthier than Milwaukee. So I was like, so they should be able to put up more of a fight, if not beat them. And Boston sent them, they got 1 game.
Wow.
So, you know, it's just, you know, Ben Simmons, his stock is dipping, but I believe that narrative and bad reputation could just make people say the dumbest things and have the dumbest opinions about you. I mean, just this past offseason, you had Miami Heat fans saying they wouldn't trade James Harden for Tyler Hero. You had Philly fans saying it was too much to throw in Tyronn Maxey in a James Harden deal. Like, people, when you have a bad reputation, like James Harden had last year, like Ben Simmons has this year, people kind of forget that you're still a supremely gifted and talented player. And I think Ben Simmons would greatly benefit from a change of scenery. You know, as a Rockets fan, I'm saying this. I know it's very unpopular within the fan base. I would still take Ben Simmons right now.
I don't blame you. If
Right
the Celtics was like a little differently constructed, I would take him. But I don't know. If they give it to us like some BS package, I'll take it.
Bro, if you have Ben Simmons, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown, good luck scoring on that wing.
Yeah, so I'll take it.
You gonna get all the points you want on the inside, but good luck scoring on the outside.
Hey, one of the homies describes him as this way like a month or so ago. He asked, "Is he the most successful disappointment ever?"
That's a good question.
It's a good question, and it really makes sense because he's a successful player. He's a great player, but when his ceiling is like top 10 MVP level, and he's still hovering like in the same skill range when he was
like top 20,
rookie.
top 25. He like top 20,
exactly.
top 25. You know, the only thing that he does elite is play, make, and defend. You know,
exactly.
That's it. He does two things. Those are great things to do, but you know, I'm not the type of person like I like Ben Simmons. I'm not trying to beat him while he's down. I'm really not. Like I feel like he's a very talented individual, but I just think that over time, like, you know, it's just he can't go back to Philly. He need to change the scenery.
No,
he can't go back to Philly. Joel Embiid don't want him there, obviously. Doc Rivers don't want him there. And this is another thing. Ben Simmons plays so terrible that Doc Rivers is kind of getting off scot-free from criticism, bro. He's getting off scot-free. Like, people are posting about Doc Rivers and his failures in Game 7s and his winning percentages in the playoffs. Like, people are posting about it, but more people are angry at Ben Simmons than they are at Doc Rivers. And I'm like, this is my thing with Doc Rivers. You knew what Ben Simmons was when you took the job. You knew what the narrative was on Ben Simmons when you took the job. It was your job as a coach to unlock that. You questioned a reporter's intelligence when they said, hey, do you think it'll be a good idea to bench him after y'all lost Game 4 and the series was tied 2-2? You questioned the reporter's intelligence and was like, Ben Simmons does more than just blah, blah, blah. You questioned the reporters. You made the reporter look like he didn't know what the hell he was talking about. And then what you did in Game 7, you was benching him.
Exactly. When you should have benched him Game 4 while he's missing free throws.
When you had to lead.
Game 5 while he's missing free throws.
You had to lead. Exactly. So you trying to prove a point. Meanwhile, you losing games.
Exactly. When you saw they was going to hack a Simmons and killing all y'all momentum, and he's just clanking away every free throw for 2 games in a row. Someone should have clicked and said, let me just bring in Mike Scott or somebody just to make some free throws, or just for them to stop fouling us.
Man, I don't know. How much do you think that the Danny Green injury impacted that series?
I mean, not that much.
Because did they win 2 in a row?
Yeah,
and then Danny Green got hurt. Did Danny Green get hurt in Game 3 or Game 4?
I want to say he got hurt in Game 3.
Game 3.
I know he didn't. He was Game 2 or 3.
Yeah, because he had the strained calf.
Yeah, I know he didn't make it to Game 4 not much.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. But I think that impacted them a little bit, bro.
Oh, they lost
because Kevin Huerter, I don't think Kevin Huerter would have did that shit to Danny Green.
And they lost another big defender to throw at Trey too, to just give him a different look.
Nah, Trey Young made sure Danny Green didn't guard him after Game 1. Yeah. So I don't think so. You know, but man, I'm gonna say this: Bucks and 7. I love the Hawks. I love Trey Young. I would love nothing more than to be proven wrong.
That would be dope.
I would love to see Clint Capella in the finals. Trey Young in the finals. I would love to see it.
So where does Brooklyn go from here after kind of a disappointing into the season?
Health. If I'm Brooklyn, I take nothing away from this season. Absolutely nothing. I don't change anything. I don't do anything like that. If I'm Brooklyn, get healthy.
That's it.
That's it. That's all that matters.
You trade Joe Harris?
No, I don't. If Joe Harris could literally be selling all playoff series, if Harden and Kyrie was healthy with KD, they sweep the Bucks. At most, the Bucks get a game. And whoever they play in the third round, they sweeping them. At most, they get a game. Whoever they see in the finals, they sweeping them. At most, they get a game.
So you running back.
You running back.
You
You running back. You have a full off season this year with, the two of them going to the Olympics. But you have a full off season. Harden gonna be in shape because he hooping all summer. KD gonna be there. They're gonna build even more chemistry. I don't know what Kyrie gonna do. You know what I'm saying? He probably gonna go to the temple. That's cool. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Then you come into the off season, you're gonna be fresh, ready to go. You can rest Harden. You can rest Kyrie. You can rest KD more games. You can manage them as you go throughout the season and be ready for the playoffs. But ultimately, it really don't matter how much you load manage people. If an injury gonna happen, the injury gonna happen.
Right.
That's why the whole load managing shit, I don't understand it because I'm like, bro, you can load manage every day and then step foot on the court and tell your ACL, bro. Like, it don't matter how many games you miss in November and January and March. Like, it don't matter, bro. Like, you're gonna get hurt, you're gonna get hurt.
So Kyrie took all them games off during the season, made an All-NBA team, and then missed the rest of the run because he landed wrong on Giannis.
Because he landed wrong on some fluke shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Low, man. Harden basically had the last month and a half of the year off, except like the last, 2 weeks of the season. And then, was walking up court and got hurt.
Yep. Right.
So,
as soon as the ball tipped, he come down the court, make a pass, tightness.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I really don't trust the load management stuff. The best thing you can do is just stay in shape and have luck. That's it.
Like we ain't never seen LeBron get hurt. And then somebody died for a loose ball. Season over.
Yep.
Oh, speaking of Harden, why is Harden and KD playing in the Olympics?
I like it. It, bro. Did you remember what happened last time we sent the elite of the elite to overseas? Did we even get a medal?
No, we didn't get no medal. We didn't make it to the medal round.
We didn't make it to the medal round, bro. I don't trust these new niggas. Send send Kevin Durant and send James Harden. Make sure they get it done.
But don't Harden have like a slight tear in his hamstring or something?
No, he had a grade 2 hamstring strain, bro. That's it. He gonna be good. He gonna sit a month. He rehabbing all now. He gonna be straight for the Olympics, bro. He's straight, bro. He wouldn't play if he wasn't straight.
No,
he literally turned down the Olympics in 2016 because he did not like the way his season ended.
Yeah, I remember that. Best great choice for him too. Honestly, a lot of the dudes right now probably might have to drop out though if the season go to the finals.
Man, Devin Booker don't need no rest. He's 22 or 24.
Like Drew, Middleton, Booker, because the way the finals are set up, the last day the finals could possibly end. Like the Olympics starts the very next day.
I don't want to see Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton on Team USA.
I don't want to see them either.
I don't want to see them on Team. I'm sorry. I hope I'm not offending anybody. I don't want to see them on Team USA. I'd rather see Zach LaVine. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather see De'Aaron Fox. I'd rather see young talent like that. You know what I'm saying? We talking about young guys, right? Zach LaVine ain't been doing nothing. He been on vacation. We need you on the USA team.
Exactly.
We need you.
It's like when they sent Harrison Barnes over there last Olympics.
No. Oh my God. We sent Harrison Barnes over there and thought we was winning something, bro.
Oh man, him and who's the other dude popped to it? Derek White?
Myers Leonard.
Myers Leonard.
Or was it Mason Plumlee? No, my bad. Mason Plumlee. Mason Plumlee. Ain't no way, bro. But the Olympics, personally, I'm a huge fan of the Olympics. I love watching all the best of the best talent play with each other to come with an ultimate goal. I like seeing how guys change their game. This might be one of the weakest Olympics teams, but I think Harden and KD make up a substantial amount of talent. Jason Tatum makes up a substantial amount of talent. He's even better than when he was 2 years ago when he hurt his ankle, you know. So, you know, it's all good. It's all good.
I wish my boy JB was healthy so he could get his spot on the team too.
Yeah, that'll be nice. JB nice, man. I like JB.
Yeah, JB though. He broke his wrist the last month of the season though.
Huh?
So he broke his freaking wrist the last month of the season though.
Yeah. You know, it's
hard.
The NBA is tough because last year in the bubble, y'all was healthy and y'all played the Sixers, who was just with Joel Embiid out there, you know. And then this year, boom, y'all played a healthy Harden, KD, and Kyrie with just Tatum and Kimba. But I don't even count Kimba.
Exactly. Kimba played the first 3 games. I wish he was trying to lose us the one game we won.
Yo, what's that girl name? Sierra? Is that her name? The one that's from Detroit?
Yeah.
Bro, she posted a meme of Kimba when he missed a shot. And it was Squidward busting out laughing, bro. Dog, I was fucking crying when I seen that shit.
Oh, I feel bad for Kimba. Like, low key. He spent all them years in Charlotte. Everybody was like, he underrated, get him some help. Then he got the help and his knees started to like fall off the cliff.
Watch how he playing OKC though.
Yeah.
I guarantee you he gonna have a great season. Boston gonna have a great season too. But Kimba gonna have a great individual bounce back season, and people gonna say Brad Stevens was the problem. That's what people gonna say. But what they not gonna realize is OKC not gonna be a playoff team. And Kimba gonna be putting up numbers on a team that's not making the playoffs, which is way easier to do than playing behind Jason Tatum, playing behind Jaylen Brown. Kimba Walker never got to develop his point guard skills.
Yeah.
He never got to develop his point guard skills. You feel me? So it's like with him, when he finally got on the winning situation, he played 10 years or something like that in Charlotte with nobody. He was with the Charlotte Hornets since they was the Bobcats, right? Or am I wrong?
Yeah, the last season of the
Bobcats when he got drafted, right? So he been playing with Sean May and Tyler Hansborough. You know what I'm saying? He ain't been playing with nobody. Then he finally get to a situation, his knees going bad, and he don't know how to play no other way. He don't know how to play no other style of ball besides 3 scores. And Boston, they need to blow up the whole chase the guard thing. That's why I don't think that they should go after Damian Lillard. Even though I know Damian Lillard will be a huge upgrade, y'all don't need that. Get a real point guard. You know what I'm saying? Get a real point guard, and get some bigs.
So shoot, because how Tatum and Brown function the best the last 2 years is when they had like that playmaker in the offense. Whether it was Al Horford, then after he left, it was Gordon Hayward for last season when he was healthy. Then at the start of this season, it was Marcus Smart in the role before he got hurt. So I think when you bring Al Horford back, and then when you bring Smart back, willing to embrace being the pass first guy, and then maybe you get like maybe just some shooters and maybe one other like slash in the wing or something, or you develop one of the young guys into that. And then you can like just up the tempo because like you said, they were young, athletic. They move well with the ball, out the ball. And now you got them playmakers in the lineup opposed to last year where they kind of had to be the playmakers for a lot of the season. Now you open their game back up.
Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see, man. I like y'all getting Al Horford back. I really do. I think that getting Al Horford back was a good move. He another big. I don't know if y'all plan on bringing Tristan Thompson back, but if y'all do, that's even more size plus Robert Williams. Y'all can have a 3-man rotation of bigs. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have Robert Williams, you have Al Horford, and you'll have Tristan Thompson. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might try to get y'all one more big or something like that. Try to have like 4 just in case one of them get hurt. You know what I'm saying? I think that'll be good. And they all play different. You know, Robert is more athletic. Tristan Thompson is losing his athleticism a little bit as he gets older. And Al Horford has no athleticism, but he can play inside, outside. He can pass. You know what I'm saying? He committed. He know how to play team ball. So, yeah.
Definitely. Let's talk about your boys for a second. Yeah, I got that number 2 pick. Who you want?
Evan Mobley.
Evan, where he center, right?
Center. USC.
Center. So why him and not, what's the name, Jalen Green?
I like Jalen Green. Jalen Green is my number 2. He's my number 2. If we don't get Evan Mobley, I would love to get Jalen Green. I would love to get him. The reason why I'm so high on Evan Mobley, bro, is because in the NBA, off the top of my head, I can't think of a 4 or 5 combo that can play inside, that can play outside, that don't need the ball to shoot, that can play pick and roll, that can play pick and pop, that can handle the ball full length of the floor, that can finish when they had the ball full length of the floor, that can pass when they handling the ball full length of the floor, that can guard the perimeter, that can guard the rim, that's athletic. Like, I'm just naming things. I named like 15 things that Christian Wood and Evan Mobley could bring. And plus, a lot of people think that Rockets are going to be able to move John Wall, and they might be able to. You know, I heard the Knicks might have some interest. I think the Chicago Bulls might have some interest. And that's cool, but I think that if we're not able to move those guys, I would love to just keep John Wall. We have our guard play solidified. Kevin Porter Jr. and John Wall. That's our guard play. Now you have a 4 and a 5. And Wood and Evan Mobley. And then you got your first team all rookie, Jayshawn Tate as a 3.
All right.
You know, so I just feel like that dynamic no other team in the league has.
I mean, I just feel situation like
we got John Wall $40 million on the books. We got Eric Gordon's however many millions on the books. Those are the 2 major contracts we have. So if we can move John Wall, you know who I would like to move John Wall for? This is gonna sound crazy out of left field, but right now I'm in this mindset where I'm just trying to clear cap space. I don't care really who we get in return. I just want to clear cap space. I want to get Kobe White from Chicago. I would like Kobe White, not even like 23 yet, I don't even think he's 23. He's still on his rookie deal. You feel what I'm saying? He's a young guard. The Bulls are trying to make the playoffs. This is the last year I feel like Zach LaVine going to spend there if they don't make the playoffs. So trade for John Wall, get you John Wall, Zach LaVine with Nikola Vucevic, had that big 3 right there. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Now you got that. You still going to have your rookie, your second-year player, Patrick Williams, who's going to be 20 years old next year. 20. You feel me? So I think that I would really like for us to get Kobe White just to clear some of that pressure off the books. The Bulls can eat up that cap space that they got because they don't have nobody on their team besides Zach LaVine and Vucevic. You know what I'm saying? So I think that would be good. You know, make them feel good, make them feel closer to competing in the playoffs, actually getting a taste. Let Zach LaVine get a taste of that playoff atmosphere. Who knows? They might have a run like the Hawks. You never know. You got to get to the playoffs in order to have a run. Plus, the Hornets right on their ass. The Pacers, all they got to do is get healthy. They better than the Bulls. Why keep staying stagnant and doing the same thing over? For the Rockets, personally, I don't care if we don't win for the next 2 years. I'm trying to get as much picks, top 3, top 4, top 5 picks as possible.
This is our first top 2 picks since like y'all or something, ain't it?
2002.
Oh. That's a long time. Y'all boys have been in this situation in a minute.
Bro, we always draft bigs. Like, that's why I'm just like, I don't know. I think that's why I like Evan Mobley so much. Every time we have a top pick like this, Hakeem Olajuwon, 7'1" or 6'11", whatever, Yao Ming, 7'6", Mobley, 7 feet. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I'm looking at DeAndre Ayton dominate tonight. I'm looking at him dominating the inside. And I'm just like, bro, I want that.
You don't need it in today's league because a lot of these bigs is coming. You got Giannis, you got Jokic, Aiden, Bam, Cat if you want to count him.
Cat is a big, yes.
Yeah. Rudy Gobert is there. I wouldn't count him as like a dominant big.
Rudy Gobert, bro. Rudy Gobert is why defense can be overrated.
Fair.
Like, people be like, defense. I would rather have Jokic just no defense playing ass than Rudy Gobert 10 times out of 10 without even thinking about it.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Somebody else today. Jokic's defense and numbers only looked so crazy because he legit the only good defender on that team outside of Conley. So for like the past 4 years, it's literally just been him. Them like funneling everything to him defensively.
He's defensive player of the Jazz, not defensive player of the year.
Exactly. So if you look at that just in the vacuum, of course, nobody gonna have a bigger defensive impact than him because it's just him. But then you look at Giannis in Milwaukee, and Giannis has somehow turned Brook Lopez into an all-defensive player the last couple of years. Even over the last decade, Brook Lopez had the reputation of no defense, no rebound, and no nothing. That's wrong.
Yeah, he was like the first center ever with 100 made threes and 100 blocks in a season.
Exactly.
Like 2 years ago.
And that would have never happened before playing with Giannis. Like, come on, so.
Brook Lopez plays really good defense on Click Capella too. So I'm really interested. That's another dynamic that I'm really looking forward to seeing in that Hawks-Bucks series. But Trae Young so good with that floater and making the defender like freeze that, Brook Lopez might commit and he going to live straight over.
And that's where Giannis had to come in, though. That's his job.
Yeah.
His job was to make up for one of them guys, and get beaten, roaming his side of the floor. So we're going to see. And Giannis had to embrace being physical that stage. Capella going to try to, tough him up, lean on him a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I these playoffs are very interesting. Nothing panned out how I thought it was going to pan out. Absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I thought for sure the Jazz was going to get the Clippers out the paint. I thought for sure the Lakers was going to get Phoenix out the paint. I thought for sure the Nets was winning the championship this year. Like, I was just like, oh, man, this is about to be like check, check, check. Like, but injuries, man. Injuries, bro. Injuries, bro. Injuries, man. And I'm going to tell you something about Boston, man. I know you're a Boston fan, bro. Boston, I don't know how you might feel about this, but I'm going to say this. Y'all could have kept Kyrie. Y'all could have kept Al Horford. Y'all could have kept Gordon Hayward and added to those three players I just named, Kawhi Leonard and Anthony Davis. Now, I know what AD Pop said. I'm not oblivious to that. However, I don't give a fuck. You could have had Kyrie, Kawhi, Gordon Hayward, Al Horford, and me playing the five. That's a championship. Then Kawhi leaves in free agency. Cool. Go get AD now. You got another one. Kyrie, Anthony Davis, Gordon Hayward, Al Horford. That's another ring. Kyrie leave. Anthony Davis leave. You got two championships.
I will say.
You don't have nobody. You don't have Tatum no more. He gone. He flourishing. You don't have Jaylen Brown no more. He gone. He flourishing. But you got two championships.
I will say that the only move from that whole era of Ainge, like never making trades, that I wish he would have made was the Kawhi trade. You gave Kyrie.
Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown would have been on the first thing smoking to San Antonio, bro.
Because if you just give Kyrie and Kawhi 1 year window, I think Kyrie put aside whatever indifference he had at the time to go get the ring. And then if they both leave, and then you still
had Al Horford.
Exactly.
You still had Gordon Hayward. This was 2018. That's his first year there, right? 2019, Kawhi leaves. Boom, he gone. 2019, AD wants out. He don't want to go to LA. I don't care. I'm still trading for you. You gonna play. You can leave in a free agency, bro. I don't care. Just give me the ring. Now I got two ships in 2 years, but I lost all my talent. I got
You gotta eat that. You gotta eat that.
But I got 2 rings. Instead, you kept Tatum, you kept Brown, you lost Kyrie, you got Kemba, you lost Gordon, You lost Horford. You got 0 rings to show for it.
No. It is what it is, so man, that's the game.
Win a championship.
I said, that's the game, man. You take the game.
Are they going to win a championship?
I hope so. The window is now. So Tatum is on his second deal. So every move for the next 4 years, it got to be with the goal of getting the championship. So that's why I'm glad Ainge stepped down.
Freezing on me, G.
Can you hear me?
You all right, go ahead. Say what you said again.
I said with Tatum on his second deal, every move for the next 4 years, it's got to be geared towards getting that ring.
Yeah. And they got the Rockets projected to take Jalen Green.
Shoot.
I like Jalen, man. I'm not going to be mad. I ain't going to be mad at all. I ain't going to be mad at all.
Who's the other Jalen in the draft? It's Jalen Green and one other one.
Jalen Suggs.
Jalen Suggs, okay.
Yeah, those are the top 4. They in the top 4.
So it's K, Mobley, Green, and Suggs.
Mm-hmm.
So Cade is off the board. You be satisfied any of those other 3?
Yeah, for sure. As long anybody in the top 4 I'm happy with, I just want Evan Mobley.
You just want Evan Mobley. I feel you. Got you. So the conference finals start tomorrow, right?
Yes, sir. East.
Or technically today, but whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, word. So what's the latest on Kawhi? Do we have an update the last couple of days?
He gone, bro. Just give it up.
So.
Sham's talking about a partially tore ACL. That man is done.
I seen a torn ACL. I read some earlier that said they think it might just be a sprain.
Again, y'all. Wow.
Yo.
You froze again, my G.
My bad. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. But now I read somewhere else that he might just have a sprain, and the sprain is like maybe.
Oh, well, sure. If he got a sprain, then we'll see. You know, Kawhi don't play through no pain.
He sure though. Him on for Dennis ain't having
it. Nah, not at all. He in a contract year too.
Dang,
player option year.
He ain't going nowhere though.
Okay.
You never know with these dudes.
This man left the team that won a championship.
To go back home though. So.
To go to the Clippers.
The Clippers.
I ain't trying to knock the Clippers. I don't got nothing against the Clippers. I'm just saying he left. I ain't never seen a player leave the championship team after winning the championship, after winning Finals MVP. That was one of the most complete teams of the 2010s.
Definitely.
And he left.
Definitely.
Think about how much better the Clippers would be. And I said I was tweeting about this the other day. Think about how much better the Clippers would be if they kept Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, if they kept Danilo Gallinari, and they just added Kawhi to that team. That team was already fucking good. That team was in the 8th seed, pushed Golden State to 6 games. Now, I don't know how much Golden State was playing down to competition, but regardless, they pushed them to 6 games. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a damn good player. Now, he averaging like 24, 25 points per game on 50, 40, 90 in OKC. We see what Gallo's still hooping in Atlanta. He was hooping in OKC. You feel me? And they traded all of that talent plus the picks for Paul George. And they got a good team. Paul George is a good player, but they would have been a much more complete team. They would have had their guard play good. They would have had their big play good. They would have just had to add Kawhi to the mix. Just one player, just add him in.
But do you risk calling Kawhi bluff and telling him no, though?
I'm not knocking the Clippers. I'm knocking Kawhi.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I'm knocking Kawhi for making them do that. That was, I would have did that.
Because, if Jimmy would have committed to the Clippers, he would have had to do it. But he might have been a little too late on that one.
Yeah, Jimmy is one of his own team, so he got it. I don't think that he ever going to the finals again, bro. I hope he enjoyed 2020, bro.
Hope he enjoyed
2020.
Oh, man.
Because Victor Oladipo, your running mate. Good luck to you.
Oladipo was a nasty dude too, bro. That man Oladipo was walking around the league, letting everybody know he wanted to be in Miami. He was playing well when he first got to Houston. Then he just like tanked the next like 20 games. And
Nah,
then
he was not. He was not playing well in Houston.
oh, dang, I thought he was playing well like the first maybe 5-6 games or
He was.
so.
He was inconsistent. He was like our fourth best player.
Oh, dang. So yeah, this ass credence. So back to him being a nasty nigga.
And then he was like, nah, I just want to be somewhere where people not giving up on me.
Yeah, Oladipo, you're a nasty guy.
Yeah,
and then you
bro.
just
Then
like,
I don't know who he think gonna pay him that money.
exactly. He turned down like 3 extensions from y'all and the Pacers. Then got to Miami, was all hype, running the court, full speed, dunking like we ain't seen all season. Then he was hurt like 3 games later.
He said a nasty dude.
Yeah, nasty dude, bro. I don't make fun of nobody injury, but it don't pay to be a nasty man walking around like this.
Hey, ask James Harden.
Hard might be the only one to succeed. He's just not going to get it this season.
No, he's not getting it this year. Karma got their ass this year, bro. They was like, we can't let you do this shit in the league. We can't let y'all niggas quit. You know what I'm saying? Quit on teams and then go win a championship, bro. Blake, I'm sorry, no. James Harden, I'm sorry, no. You can't let y'all niggas get away with this.
But I respect Harden a little bit because at least he said he wanted to be traded like prior to getting to camp and everything. Blake went into the season and then just like was like, I'm not doing this no more. And then started moping around Detroit and then get to Brooklyn, donkey, and then start barking at the bench in Detroit when they matched. I was like, all right, that's it.
That's enough. That type of stuff should be like shunned in the NBA. We shouldn't even be like, we shouldn't be congratulating dudes for doing that. We should be putting them on first team all nasty. Like, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because that stuff not cool, bro. Quitting on your team. And somebody actually tried to say I was a coon because I was like, it's not cool to breach your contract. And they was like, oh, you sound like these white men. And I'm like, bro, if you write a contract for somebody to clean your house and they breach your contract and don't clean your house, you have the right to take them to court because they're not doing something that they said that they would do. They can't just stop. You're not going to allow them to just stop cleaning your house after they sign a contract because they need mental space or they want to party and they want to avoid no, like, in what world do you live in, bro? Like,
see, now I give the players who got traded to like a situation they don't want to be in just like a tiny bit of leeway. But then you got the dudes like Kevin Love who signed a big extension. And they complain like a year later and just start like,
dog, he threw the ball. Like, he threw the ball out of bounds. And then teams are so scared to hold the players accountable that they let them operate with impunity because if they find the player, then other players gonna get on Twitter, LeBron. Oh, y'all wrong. You see how the organization do you? Blah, blah, blah. Now don't nobody want to play for your team. Exactly. That shit whack, bro.
It's crazy. I said if I was the GM, players wouldn't try me like this. I'll send y'all like the worst team in the league or something for the low.
Nah, nigga, I'm calling the Shanghai Sharks, man.
Exactly.
For real.
Hard would have showed up to my training camp. I said he'd have been in Sacramento like 2 days later for like a second round pick or something.
That shit crazy, man. But shit, you got to do what you got to do in the NBA, man. It's a different league, bro. It's a different time.
It is what it is. All right, one last thing. Where do the Warriors go from here?
Hopefully they rest and piss. Like, I don't care. I was lied to this season, bro. I was lied to this season, and I don't appreciate Warriors fans. I don't appreciate them. They said Steph Curry could do what James Harden could do, which was lead the league in scoring.
He did.
Finished top 5 in assists. Finished top 3 in minutes. Top 1 in usage. Had your team a top 4 seed in the West.
He did what? One of the 5.
I was that's 15%. If you go 1 of 5 in the game, nobody's gonna say you had a good shooting night. You know what I'm saying? So he barely led the league in scoring. But Harden led the league in scoring. He lapped niggas. You know what I'm saying? So we barely giving him that. He checked half about. He get half a check mark. He get a line through the box. He don't even get a check.
Through the box.
You know what I'm saying? So the Warriors. This is my only issue, and then we can finish it, bro. This is my only issue with the Warriors and anybody that dick rolled them for the past 5 years. They was dishonest. They talked about how beautiful that system was, how you could win with that system, how everybody should play that way. In the past 2 seasons, they missed the playoffs running that same system. So is it the system or is it the players? Is it because you had the best of the best talent, the best of the best shooting of all time, or is it the system? That's all I want to know.
It's the players. Look, this not football, B. In football, you can get away with like some low-end talent and still like make a wild card game or something. In basketball, if you don't have the premium talent, you're going straight to the bottom of the standings.
Exactly. OKC can't run that system and be the number 1 seed and win 70 games.
Exactly. You can't make 100. You can't make 100 pass of possession, kick it to a bad shooter wide open, and expect the same results as kicking it to Clay and stuff and KD all game.
No, you kicking it to Lou Dort.
Exactly. And Lou Dort is bricking.
And Baisley.
Exactly.
That's my only thing. They acted like they was basketball royalty and they knew everything. And them niggas don't. That's all I want to see. I just want them to wear shirts that say I'm a hypocrite. And then I'm good. I can rest well.
I can't wait till you and Nat get on here.
Oh man, I love Nat, but she gonna have to face this wrath.
She gonna have to face the music.
She gonna have to face the music, bro. I'm gonna say, why did you lie to me?
Oh man. So you're not concerned about they 2 lottery picks?
Huh?
So you're not concerned about they 2 lottery picks?
No.
Nah, what they got 7 and 14? And they just messed up the top 3 pick last year by taking Wiseman over Melo.
And then they shitted on Wiseman.
And then, threw him all on the bus.
Shitted on Wiseman. I don't know if he knows what he's doing. What the fuck you mean, bro? I bet you Harden would have had him looking like an all-star.
Exactly. That's your job. You're supposed to teach him what he's doing.
Wiseman got to pass the ball and watch Steph Curry run over 70 screens before he shoot a 3 and then do the Jordan symbol trying to draw a foul. I'm done, bro. I'm fed up, bro. They can rest the piss.
You done with the one?
I'm done, bro. I'm done.
Oh, man. That's funny. Hey, what you gonna do, though?
It is what it is, man.
It is what it is. It's their time to, struggle for a little bit.
It's always, the NBA gets us all.
Gets us all. Then when they made a play-in game and stuff, ain't scoring overtime. Him and KD both did that at least one time this postseason.
I don't say nothing, bro. I'm tired of my mentions getting filled with hate speech because I do the same shit that people do to Harden and LeBron. It's not even about being a fan of Harden. It's not even about being a fan of LeBron. All I do is do the same shit that people do to them, and people be mad. So I'm like, well, how do you think I be feeling when y'all do it to other people? Oh, man, you should use context. What? I should use context?
I should use context.
I should use context. Okay. You don't use context. It's okay when you don't use context, but I should use context when you slandering a player, being stupid, and I'm doing but when I do it and I be stupid and I ignore everything of the great that a player did, it's a problem.
Right. Like Luka High running around here the last 2 years, slandering everybody else from the draft class, stomping all over Trae Young, and then now mad because we giving Trae his flowers and Luka at home. And they want to play the hypothetical game.
Bro. Don't talk to me about content. Now, oh man, Trae Young got the better built team. Well, damn, Trae Young. I saw Trae Young give the ball up to Kevin Huerter and let him cook. I saw Trae Young give the ball up to Danilo Gallinari. I ain't never seen Luka get a ball up 3, 4, 5 straight possessions to KP.
Never.
He used him as a pick and pop. He be using KP like he Ryan Anderson.
7 feet tall, 3-point line all game. Won't let Jalen Brunson run the offense for a couple stretches.
Hovering. They the Rockets. They the Rockets of Northern Texas. They the James Harden Rockets of Northern Texas, bro. I'm telling you, I've seen that team before. I love Luka. I've seen that team before. That is James. That is a white James Harden that's right-handed. That's from Slovenia or Slovakia. And that is Daryl, and that's Daryl Morey and all them boys. That's them.
That's them. Mirror image. Running around saying, what about the team? But he the golden boy, though, right? You can't play them games when you do all that.
I ain't saying nothing, bro. All I'm saying is I've seen it before.
We've all seen it before. Every starter had that season where they get to go high value and do whatever they want, except for like maybe KD, but whatever. And then don't win nothing.
KD be wanting to join every year. KD want to play on the Olympic team. So he ain't never been put in that situation.
Exactly. Every year. Well, we shall see, though. We don't see. Like I said, final predictions. You got Bucks in 7. I got Bucks in 6. How many games Clippers won?
Bucks in Phoenix. I don't believe in Paul George. The Clippers had a nice run. Congratulations on getting to the conference finals, but you're not healthy. It's nobody's fault. Y'all battling hard. I could look stupid in a few days, and this shit could be tied up 2-2.
Right.
But I don't think so. Not with this team.
If Kawhi ACL is torn, what's the outlook on the rest of his prime?
I don't know, Scott. I don't know what you want me to say to that, bro.
What you saying? He don't bounce back or what?
Kawhi is.
I don't know. We just saw KD take the Achilles to the chin and come back the same player.
KD is different from Kawhi, first of all, bro. KD is way more talented than Kawhi Leonard, bro. Way more gifted offensively.
Some would argue.
Anybody that think Kawhi,
I wouldn't.
Anybody that think Kawhi's on Kevin Durant level is stupid.
I done seen some tweets having Kawhi over KD all the time.
They stupid. Those are stupid people.
I agree, but that's what some people.
Kawhi Leonard is in a tier below. He's in that Anthony Davis range, which is still fucking great, but it's levels. Man,
folks are saying if Kawhi finishes run and get that third ring, then they're gonna have some conversations about him and KD. I don't agree with it, but that's what the
rings are so fucking stupid, bro. I hate the ring talk, bro. I don't even want to get into the ring talk, bro. Rings are so overrated, bro. Doc Rivers is able to run around and get coaching jobs because of a ring he won in 2008. Rings are dumb. People get a ring and they can live off of it. I hate that shit. So if James Harden win a ring, none of his playoff chokes ever happened. Right? He's a champion. Like that's so dumb, bro. Like that's dumb to me. Like they happened. It's in the past. You overcame it, but it happened. If people gonna really sit here, if James Harden would won a ring this year, people gonna really sit here and be like, you know what? In 2017 versus the Spurs, it really wasn't his fault. Like, no, it was. Like that actually, it's okay to say it happened. You know what I'm saying? Chris Paul won a ring this year. You know what? That 3-1 lead that they blew, that wasn't his fault. Yes, it was. It's okay. He overcame it, but rings have too much power in the NBA. I don't know. People put too much stock into championships, bro. I don't care about championships. I look at a player's skill. That's what I look at personally. Just talking about myself.
I ain't mad at it. I said rings don't create the legacy, they, I guess, solidified in a way.
Yeah.
But even then, you can still be a legend without one. So it's whatever.
For sure, man. That for sure, bro. Like, I know people push back on me, man, but like I said, bro, I just feel like when you one of them ones, bro, it don't matter about the championships because that shit ultimately is a team sport. Dwayne Wade got 3. 2 of those came with LeBron. Harden didn't get to play with prime LeBron, bro. And Chris Bosh, and Shane Battier, and Ray Allen, and Udonis Haslem, and Mike Miller, and Rashard Lewis, and Eric Spoelstra, get coached by Eric Spoelstra. He didn't get to play with that shit.
That's how
So how could you knock him? How could you knock him?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, but hey, I what do I know?
But you killed T-Mac though.
Huh?
I said, but you still killed Mac.
T-Mac had enough help to get out the first round. Fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. That nigga T-Mac had enough. He had enough help to get out the first round, bro. I don't never ever say conference finals. I don't never say finals. I don't never say championship with Tracy McGrady. Only thing I say is he had enough to get out the first round. People compare him to Kobe. People say he better than Wade. People say he better than Iverson. People say he better than Ray Allen. People say he better than James Harden. People say he better than Damian Lillard. All them guys have done more in the playoffs than Tracy McGrady as number 1 options. Reggie Miller has done more. Reggie Miller took a team to the finals at 30-something. Like, with Jalen Rose as his number 2.
Him, Jalen Rose, and Mark Jackson.
Come on, bro. Mark Jackson out there yelling with all due respect as he passing out assists. You know what I'm saying? But Tracy McGrady can't get out of round 1 with Yao Ming. I'm all right, man. Don't get me riled up today, bro.
No, we're not doing this thing. You did that the first time you was here. That's all real, but all right, bro. Appreciate this.
All right, man. Salute, bro. Thanks for having me on, bro. We got to do this. Like, we got to try to do this once a week at least.
Yeah, so we back with it next week. You already know.
All right, man.
All right, dog.